Assalamu alaikum. I'm Malik Hodge, an angel warrior of the Midwest and a messenger of the covenant, representing the messenger of the covenant, the breaker of the seven seals, the self-taught one, Master Suleiman, has given us the Injil, the gospel of revelations, with the Injil key that gives us the understanding of the unsealed scriptures. Brothers and sisters, this presentation is titled The Beacons in the Night. This is Saturday, August 13th, 2022. Before we get into our topic, we're going to do the reminder of the Holocaust. The Holocaust is not a theory. It's not critical race theory. The Holocaust is facts of American history. The Holocaust is not slavery. Slavery did not come, and slavery is not described, or the definition of slavery does not consist of horror and terror. The 400 years of the 400 plus years of terror and horror that we have experienced here in America. Always remember, we didn't ask to come to America. We were kidnapped and brought to America against our will. Over 100 million to 200 million of us died in the mid-Atlantic slave trade coming across the water. Millions of us died in this land called America. We were dehumanized by America, by the false Jews who came in their slave ships and plucked us out of our land. Brought us here against our will. Took our language, took our God, took our culture, took everything from us, stripped us of everything. And then want to act like they didn't do anything to us. It's a cause of nature. And they want to act like it's evolution. Like they keep on revolving or growing. The evolution is we brought you out of us. That's the evolution. So you can never be what was or what is. You were made in haste and had a time given to you in a period of time when we needed, we, the authors of this, of it all, the gods, needed a weaker body or people to maintain a civilization during our energy deprivation. However, we were shared to submit to submit to you. However, we was not supposed to be inflicted with horror and terror. See, you take a people, we are those people that have been here 400 years. We've been beat, whipped, hung, castrated, mutilated, decapitated. We've been lynched, hunted, used for bait. We've been skint or skinned to make like animals, to make belts, boots, our hairs, stuffed pillows. So this evils that we have been through, this terror and horror, we have been worked from sun up to sun up, treated as animals, no rights at all applied to the black man and woman. This man, these beasts, this America could do as they willed with the black man and woman. Anything that they wanted to do. They raped our women, made our women carry their seeds. They made us eat literally shit, shitterlings, fed us cow dung, which is cow shit, the very minimum, gave us the very minimum to survive off of. Treated us as we were nothing but animals. They cut us open. No anesthesia. Many of us died being lab rats. Literally. Being cut open and looked at from the inside, in the inside, while they watched and see how the human body worked. Then sold us up with barbed wire. How cruel is that? Whipped us, flung us, then took salt and poured it in our wounds. Took lie and poured it in our wounds. Just consistent terror and torture 24/7, 365 for hundreds of years. Never, never, never going to give us anything. Never. 1964. 1964. Go back from there. How many years without any laws to protect you in any kind of way? They had no intentions on changing. They were made, forced to change. They changed to counter the narrative. So they didn't change. They changed that they switched up the game. They didn't change it. They switched it up and maintained their mission. Now they want to act like this is something that just came up, or this is a lie, or the things that they done to us in history that can be proven in every way. Books of it, books on top of books, going libraries full of things that they will not even show you. It's so horrifying. They don't even bring. They don't. The horrors of slavery, the horrors of the Holocaust, the horrors, the whole where they would kill whole cities, towns of us, come in and just mad for no reason, just kill us all, children, women, men. Well, it's Holocaust. We will not let you get away with it. This is not critical race a theory. This is not a theory. This is American history. This was not slavery. Slavery is minimum overhead, which they gave us the minimum for maximum profit, which is they still living off of it to this day. They're still profiting off of the back of the black man and woman to this day. So we're not letting it go. You can call it a theory if you want to, but the consequence, you'll never shake that. The time of this consequence, the judgment for what you've done to the black man and woman. You can call that whatever and see what the consequence is. See if the consequence is a theory. And if that's a theory, accept it as a theory. Accept this judgment as a theory. But whatever, however you accept it, you're going to receive it. So with that, we're going to get into our topic of today. Beacons in the night. Now, brothers and sisters, our people are in in triple and total darkness. We've been made to think or to accept other than the truth. We've been flipped upside down and twisted inside out. We've been indoctrinated for hundreds of years by our open enemy. We were not allowed to think. You don't know your language. You don't know your history. You don't know your culture. You don't know anything of yourself. You didn't know. You wasn't told anything. You were stripped clean. We were lied to as we was tormented. We was indoctrinated as we was whipped, as we was beat. As we was fed shit, literally. As we would put chains around our necks and apparatus around our arms and back. And the conditions that we were put through. We were not allowed to read. We wasn't allowed to think, let no read. You had no knowledge of anything. Everything that was given to you in from your slave master to control you. To the point they studied us. Willie Lynch studied us, came with a format that will last at least 300 years. We've been pulled apart, separated, indoctrinated with religions. Some are Baptists, some is Pentecostals, some are Catholics, Jewish. Depends on where you was tortured at, who you were tortured by. But these aspects, these religions that is used to keep you in the belief matrix or in the real and a spook spiritual existence that keeps you out of that keeps you out of touch with reality, that never has anything to do with reality. That spook, all that spirit and praying like it has anything to do with what's taking place with you. So you've been made and raised and beat and whipped into this condition. And it is totally dark. We in total darkness. You in darkness. And there's only the light of the truth that can be seen, because it's only one. Literally, it's only one person that is given the light of life, of truth. You can look all over the planet. You can go and utilize any religion, and you're going to find yourself in a dead end, because all religions, all texts, they have to be brought out of the spirit world, out of the matrix, and given understanding to math and to reality. None of these religions have anything to do with reality. They're not ruling the world with religions. False Israel is not ruling the Middle East with religion. America is not ruling the Western world or the world with religion. They let religion go when they came out of the Dark Ages. They separated religion from the state. They started using mathematics, things that they can prove and use in reality. They're not stuck in the belief matrix. They went and kidnapped us and put us on ships. They didn't come over there with a spook ship or a spirit. No, they came in there physically and beat the hell out of us, took us to an island, and broke us, started the breaking process there, and brought us across in ships, and started the process to making us submissive or slaves to them, terrorizing us. Nothing has been created from spirits and spooks. Nothing. Wars have been fought. Everything has been done physically. This land was taken by force. They didn't pray up on this. So they took this land the same way they came and took us. Nothing has been done. No one's sitting on their knees praying and hooping and hollering and God this and Jesus. and has received anything. Sitting up praying for a car, praying for a house. Oh, I got my prayers answered. You got up, went to work, or did whatever you had to do to make it happen. You went and signed papers for whatever program they had, whatever it took for you to do to make happen what you wanted. You sit up and all day, all day I see people wake up and put a scripture and this is what's like they understand the scripture. This is have no understanding in total darkness, totally unattached with reality, thinking that you're gaining something from this spook God that was given to you by your open enemy. You said, my mama's mama told her and told us, my daddy's daddy, slaves, ignorant, people that was not able to even think for themselves. They wasn't allowed to. They didn't know no better. So we in total darkness. No truth has been given to you. The only truth that is came prior to this is Master Farad Muhammad, bringing us the truth of who we are. The world has been in darkness in total darkness for the last 500 years. Total darkness. And it shared the scriptures that you know that the devil was going to be released on the world. The man of sin that will make mischief and bloodshed. And that he will take God's chosen people and afflict them for 400 years. So no truth, none. I don't care where you go. There's no truth. It's all out of time. The religions or the books have been given for a prior time. So when the truth comes in total darkness, because you can see that the world is in total darkness, in total chaos, in total confusion. All these ideas of what's right in total darkness. There cannot be all these truths. There cannot be all these ways out. It don't work like that. And the scriptures of any text lets you know in the time you're out of touch with reality. You can pray all day. You can bump your head on rugs 5 times a day, but you're out of touch with what's taking place in reality. How or do you find yourself in the world that is in existence right now? How do you fit in the world? Or you just floating through, still praying, don't know what's taking place? You over here doing this, you are at people over here, you got Hebrew Israelites, more signs. You got all these people out here, all these people got all these narratives and think that they are in touch with reality, but can't give you any truth, any information from the scriptures and give you the understanding of what's taking place in the world, in reality right now. They're still trying to get what they can get in this world. They're still claiming that they're staying in this world. They're trying to make do with what they have in this world. They don't even know what's taking place in this world because they're out of touch with reality. They have allowed themselves to bind with lies. They have put minds and deceit and deception in their thinking and have not did any studying. But in this total darkness, the God came and introduced you to the light of the truth. And in that time, the world was in darkness already. The man of sin had already went and affected the world. He had already consumed the world with lies and deceit and have war and chaos all over the world. He's already done that. But when the God comes, he gives his people. And see, every people on the planet, all around the planet, is out of touch with God's chosen people. They're out of touch with the God. And the God said, I'm going to bring in. I'm going to bring knowledge of myself. I'm going to bring all this through. I'm going to give you the understanding of me through my people. I'm going to let you know who I am, and I'm going to take this world out and bring in this new world and this new heaven and new earth through my people, my chosen, and gave you direction that my people will be the people that will be taken to a strange land and afflicted for 400 years. So the God came and began to give us this understanding of the scriptures, this new reality, this new interpretation of the scriptures that they already had. Sharing with us that we're the God. Now, You're told that the God comes and let you know that you're the God, that you're the people, his people. And he raised up one from amongst you in this time of great, in total darkness. 400 years of terror and horror in a country that is killing you, that has you under their foot. This is not a secret. In the time of Master Fard Muhammad, in the time of the messenger being taught and raised up by by Master Fard Muhammad, we were animals. We were treated as animals. We were still being totally afflicted. I'm talking about straight up killed even till that time. In that time, there was no laws in that time made for us. Death, kill, hanging. We were being hung, lynched, children lynched all over the country. Blacks was being killed after dark. People, we were like animals. Like you can just don't get caught. We had to get inside and get in homes before dark, because anything, I don't care if you was in the South, I don't care if you was in the North, I don't care where you was in America, you was not safe. If you was in California, if you was in Inglewood or that, you wasn't safe then. They was hanging, they was killing blacks. The police ain't nothing but slave catchers. They never protected us. They was riding, they was killing, they was doing more lynching because the police wasn't nothing but the KKK. Ours, they hated us. No, they ain't. No, they picked and choose and went into these areas, and they didn't do nothing but terrorize us. So you're the people, and the God said, "I'm going to bring in the truth of me through my people." So he gave us the truth, started the process in bringing us out of all this darkness. So that was the first light in all these hundreds of years of darkness that the world has been put in. The world is in total darkness because it's being ran and ruled by the man of sin, the man of darkness, the man of chaos, the man of war and murder. And like the scripture said, the devil, they are like their fathers, the devils. They're murderers from the beginning. There's no truth in them. When they speak of a lie, they speak it of their own. They are liars. They're the fathers of it. So the God came and gave us the knowledge of who we are. Told we're the gods. You're my people. You're the true seed of Abraham. You're the people that were taken into this land for. I found y'all here in the hills of North America. And notice, you are living out Exodus. You're living out the Abraham covenant. You're the ones that will save the world. You're the ones that will I will give this truth to, and give the light of myself, the knowledge of myself through, I will give this through the people, my people, and I will bring out my people, and I will judge this nation and put an end to this rule and take this civilization out in this world out, and I will bring a new civilization and a new world and a new heaven in through my people. So the scriptures share with you that the texts have been sealed up. The Bible, the Injil, they say is lost. The scriptures were sealed. And it shared with you this one will come at the end of time that will break the seven seals, that will break the seals of the scriptures. Only one will come and be able to do this, and will give you the knowledge of everything, the math of it, the understanding, he will take revelations, the Injil, the gospel of Revelation will give you the revelations of all things, the knowledge, the key to the scriptures. So all the things prior to this, prior to the scriptures being unsealed, are lies, deception, or not the whole truth. The scriptures were sealed to keep their authenticity, to keep them from being corrupted. So, with God's people being seen, being here in the hills of North America, that can be proven, that is affecting the world, that is the world, what's taking place in the world is happening because of God's chosen people. This total darkness, this 1619 project to 2019, the 400 years of this project, the 400 years, the time period that was given and set. And after that, 2019, the world changed. The plague hit. The plague hit Egypt. The Caucasian nations was hit by this plague that killed the firstborn. And the truth of God has been being given by the breaker of the seven seals, the messenger of the covenant, the one that is making these covenant, bringing this covenant into reality, the one that has taken the handoff from the God Master Farah Muhammad, and the light was first given to you through the God. And the messenger raised up and formed a nation and gave you the formula of success in this system, gave you the understanding of who you are, gave you the understanding of you're the God, told you who is God, who are you looking for. God is a man and you are God. Who's the devil? The devil is the Caucasian white man, the skunk of the planet Earth. These things have been given to you. 2020 changed the world. The breaker of the seven seals, the God, the Messiah, and the Messiah is giving you the understanding, giving you the knowledge in all of this darkness, and while you are in total darkness, and have took you from spook spirit out of touch of reality and set you right in the time that we're living in, giving you the understanding of everything that's taking place and giving it to you through the understanding of the unsealed scriptures. Take the understanding that they had you looking for Noah's ark, or had you looking for this ark that had this tremendous power. The Raiders of the Lost Ark, all these things that came out of their mind, out of their understanding of how they're trying to steal something and contain something that was meant for you, that they searched all over the world trying to find. We got to find this because we know they have this. They know about you. But the rest of the world is in darkness. I don't care what they think they know. I don't care how they pray and how they worship. They're out of touch with reality. And God said the world will be out of touch with him. They don't know of him. And he will bring the knowledge of himself back to the world through his chosen people, through his people. And his people is the people that will be in this strange land. That will be the people that was afflicted for 400 years. And he will bring the knowledge of himself. And he will walk with his people. He will talk with his people. And he will bring his people out of that condition. And he will judge that nation that afflicted his people. And he will bring that nation, and he will bring that world, that civilization to an end. And he will build and bring in this new earth and new heaven through his people. He will deliver his people first, and his people will give the understanding of God, the knowledge of God, the absolute truth. So you won't be worshiping a spook. You won't be worshiping and bumping your head and doing what you think is right. Our nature is righteousness, but the truth is mathematics can be proven. So in this darkness, everybody's tied to all these things that they think is going to save them. They don't know what's going. They can't share. They can't hook anything or tell you about anything that's going on in reality. In this war, in the what's taking place and why it's taking place, what's going to be the outcome, what's the JCPOA standing for, what time we're in. They don't know anything. They don't put their whatever religion it is into what is happening in the world. They can't identify anything that's taking place in the world with that mess that they call themselves knowing. the false Jews. Everybody has an opinion or lies that can be easily unproved, debunked. There's only one people that can prove that they are the true seed of Abraham, and that is being attacked by everybody, because the true seed of Abraham is the people that the God said that he's going to come back through, and he's going to raise his people up. He's going to give the knowledge of himself and the knowledge of everything to his people. And that's what the breaker of the seven seals is doing, giving us the opportunity to take the truth for free, telling us, giving us the knowledge of all things, the knowledge of what's taking place, the knowledge of where we been and where we going. That's what the God promised us, and we are the ones that is causing this reality to be brought to an end. It's sure that in all the texts after that 400 years, I'm going to bring my people out. I'm going to build my new ark, my heaven and new earth, through my people. So you're looking everywhere in darkness, grabbing onto darkness. You want to run and go search for something, not what happened 1,000 years ago and who did this, and we were doing this 1,000 years ago, and this and this, and this mean this, and this stands for this. How the hell is that gonna help you right now? All things of ignorance, stupidity that can't do anything to put you in the touch with reality, what's happening right now, that's puts you in stride with the time of right now. There's only one. See, that's another thing. The text told you there will only be one. One. There's only one that can give you. There's only one that has broke the seven seals. There's only one man. There's only one with the knowledge. This God, this messenger of the covenant, Joshua, this Messiah, there's only one. So you can look to all the lies that you think your mama and grandma and fathers and all your aunts told you. Did you think they gave it to you to keep being ignorant, to keep hold of lies, to be a holder of lies, but resist and refuse the truth? All religions are being they have their time. But what's being brought out through the scriptures, through revelations, through the unsealed scriptures was shared. I'm going to take this world out, this civilization out. And I'm going to bring in my new world, this new world and this new civilization through my people. And I gave a pure understanding, a pure example of what my people will go through. I gave plenty of information of how they would be. I told you about all the things that this man of sin will put them through. I gave all this information in the breaker of the seven seals. The scriptures bear witness to all that has been given, and all that they have been through is already written in the scriptures if you know what revelations the angel reveals and able to reveal through the scriptures that are already written, that's been written for the last 24,000, 24,000 years. 25, 24, 25, 24, 25, whatever, which one? But it's been written. And the truth is there. And it's only one. And all this will be brought through God's chosen people. And it's only one. So all this praying and all this TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar, and whoever you are, all these Catholic priests and imams, and Sunnism, none of that came for you. None of that saved you. All that has entrapped you and kept trying and is trying to keep you away from being who you are. To keep you away from being the true seed of Abraham. All that is encounter and trying to feed you something else than being exactly who you are. The people that went through 400 years of terror and horror and that were brought to this land and afflicted. Now the time has come, 1619 to 2019, then the change, the plague, the world's been turned upside down since the exiting. We're exiting this world. We'll bring judgment, executing judgment on those that afflicted my people. I'm delivering them and bringing them out with great substance. And I'm going to take out the civilization and world of Satan, the devil, and bring in this new heaven and new earth through my people. So there's only one. And those that are with this one, this is the only truth being spoken. The only truth that you can prove. You're not looking at the weather as the liar Louis Farrakhan is sharing. Him and his imps, his idiots, his demons, his Negro bots, his dumb idiots. Idiots. Knowing he's not teaching nothing that the messenger gave you. He's not teaching anything. He's trying to give you Sunnism, give you Scientology, give you anything to keep you away from being who you are, to keep you away from the messenger of the covenant, to keep you away from understanding that you are the true seed of Abraham that the world is trying to keep you away from. They set false Israel up when? 1948 in resisting the contract to the messenger's interpretation that we're the true seed of Abraham. That interpretation of the truth that can be proven. Nobody wants all the Christians, all the churches, all the demons, everybody speaks against the black man and woman being who they are. Nobody wants the black man and woman being the children, the God's chosen people. But nobody has been through or can say they've been through or taken from a land and kept in a land and was inflicted in this horror but the black man and woman. But the black man and woman, not a damn Jew, not none of you can say anything. You wasn't taken from no land. You can't prove any of it. The Holocaust wasn't a fraction of the Holocaust. Not a fraction. You didn't take from the land. You wasn't inflicted. You were put in. You were in your lands. You wasn't taken nowhere. You're from that area. You're from Europe. You're from that area. You're German Jews. You're from that zone. Lies. Brothers and sisters, to keep you from accepting this truth that you are the true seed. And Farrakhan, you're not going nowhere. Everybody's calling God a liar. Allah a liar. Allah is not going to make do on his promises or on his word. That's how you know you're in total darkness. It's only one telling you exactly what the Abrahamic covenant told you what's going to take place. It's only one giving that understanding and giving you the knowledge of what is taking place in this world right now, in this time that's dealing with reality, is offering you exactly what the Abrahamic covenant, exactly what the scriptures, exactly what Revelation said is going to take place after the scriptures. All the scriptures are being unfolded in your face, and it's all because the scriptures told you it's all going to happen over God's chosen people, the true seed of Abraham, and I'm bringing them out, and I am judging the world for what they have went through. Now, we're at the time of the abomination of desolation. See what we have. I have to bring this to a close. This JCPOA thing, Iran's not going back into it. This war, the JCPOA is going to be the initiation to the war in the Middle East. The initiation between Michael and his angels and the dragon and his angels. That's what time we are in right now. Only the NGO is giving you this knowledge. Only the breaker of the seven seals is giving you this knowledge. Only those that are with the breaker of the seven seals, only those that are with Master Suleiman or Joshua or the Messiah, only those that is giving you the understanding and how to put yourself in harmony with the truth and what's taking place in the time. Nobody can tell you or give you what's going to take place before it takes place and show you from scripture standpoint where all these things are. It's only those that are with this one, given this truth, given this light of the life living, this light of truth. Only truth will give you life in this time. The darkness will consume. You will be consumed in this darkness, and you will go out, and the light will, you're going to be kept from the light, kept from the truth. But this war in the Middle East, Michael and his angels, Iran and Syria, Master Fard Muhammad will go to war with the dragon and his angel. The dragon, Saudi Arabia, Britain and America, false Israel, and the 6 other nations that made an alliance under the Abraham Accord. Everybody's attacking the true seed of Abraham. No one wants, because they know what this means. They know. And when you see this shock of the hour, and when you see Britain and America kicked out of the Middle East, and when you see Saudi Arabia taken down, when you see false Israel seized and then destroyed, and those other 6 nations that align themselves up with Satan and the devil be taken out as well, you can understand. The world will see who exactly the true seed of Abraham is. It will be nothing else said. It will be no lies, all this darkness, all the light is going to be shining out of it's shining too bright. It's already shining bright. If you're in darkness, you refusing the light. You walking in darkness when the light is daytime. It's spring. And you walking in darkness on your own. You closing your eyes. But I'm going to bring this segment to a close, brothers and sisters. This is only one truth. All this, I'm in this, I'm in, and it's no, ain't no okay. I don't care what you believe, it's a lie. And if you ain't with the truth, you're going down with your lie. You're going out with your lie. And our people, the thing that the scripture say, many of our people is going to lose their lives for the lack of knowledge. For the lack of knowledge. So all that, I believe this, and I keep believing it. Because belief ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Nothing. And what you believe. You're in a belief matrix. What can you prove? How can you identify with what's taking place? How can you let anything be known from what's taking? You don't know. You're out of touch with the truth. And with that, I'm going to bring this to a close. It's only one sun, one light of truth that is being shined and given to you for free. And that's from the messenger of the covenant, the breaker of the 7 seals, the self-taught one, Master Suleiman, Joshua, the Son of Man, the Messiah, and those that are standing with him. And with that, I'll greet you in the greeting words of peace. Assalamu alaikum.